River Islands looks like a perfect community. Waterfront homes, schools, parks, all of it built in. But here's the problem. It's far from perfect, and I'm going to prove it. These 5 pros and 5 cons will help give you some clarity into this community. Now, if you stay till the end, I'll give you 2 more huge pros about this community that you're really gonna appreciate. By the way, I'm Andre, your Cali Valley Realtor, making you smarter than the average buyer by giving you valuable content covering Central Valley cities, their new construction, plus tips, tools, and incentives to buy with me. So, like and subscribe for better preparation in your relocation, and reach out when you're ready to make it happen. Let's look at the pros. Number 1, the River Islands community is very clean and well maintained. The designers put a lot of energy into designing a community that is visually appealing, desirably walkable, and they have CC&Rs, which are basically rules, regulations, and restrictions in place that all residents in the community must follow to protect homeowners, their property values, and to keep the peace in the community. The second pro, the cost of housing. With home costs being the biggest factor to consider when determining your cost of living, and since 75% of people moving into River Islands are coming from the Bay, you will be happy to know that you could get 2 to 4 times as much living space for the same amount of money as you would spend in the Bay, or you would pay half the price for a similar home in the Bay Area. That is a huge win. The third pro, the dog park. You can't beat that. If you're a dog lover, then you'll be happy to know that River Islands has a dog park right there in the community. The dog park sits next to one of the lakes and has separate areas for large dogs and small dogs, with plenty of seating for owners to relax and enjoy the view of the lake, or just watching the dogs play around. The next pro, River Islands. River Islands is very community oriented, and it holds lots of events and activities that invite and involve those in the community. A couple examples would be the community yard sales, a farmer's market that happens every Saturday, and holiday related activities like Easter egg hunts and trunk or treating for the kids. Another one of the pros of River Islands is kids education. River Islands has a charter school system that's highly focused on the arts, music, sports, and technology. The schools are all ranked around a 7 out of 10 at greatschools.org and show high proficiency in math and reading. Education is highly valued and promoted in this community. They also just finished a brand new state-of-the-art high school last year, so if you have older kids, this could be the perfect place for them as well. Are you searching for homes in the Valley on Zillow, Realtor, Trulia, or any of those search sites? If you see one you like, don't be misled by the images, which are happening quite often now. Reach out and I'll do a virtual tour of the home for you so you don't spend your whole weekend driving out here to learn you've been misled. Call, text, or book a tour through the link in the description, or scan the QR code to get access to that link as well. Now, let's look at the cons of River Islands. River Islands is in Lathrop. With an actual livability score of 53 out of 100, Lathrop isn't a super attractive place to live for a variety of reasons. It doesn't have much to do or many places to go for entertainment or shopping. Luckily, Manteca is close and can help to minimize this burden by giving you access to a city with many more options. They're also doing lots of building right outside of the community near the freeway, so that's slowly helping to make the city more attractive as well. The second pro about River Islands, it has a 2% property tax. Now, this tax is in place to help maintain the community because a Mello-Roos tax is a standard part of this community. These high property taxes are used to upkeep the community, its amenities, including its lakes, parks, and green areas, and it helps to keep everything well maintained. This money is also used for building schools and infrastructure that supports and protects the community. The next con about River Islands is it's built on a flood zone. Now, if climate change and the thought of having the San Joaquin River right next to you concerns you, this is definitely a con for you. Now, with that being said, flood insurance is not required in the community due to the safety measures they have put in place to make sure flooding is very unlikely to even occur in the community. And the River Islands website states that there's less than a 1% chance of flooding in any given year. The next con of River Islands, commuting to the Bay. Now, for those of you considering this move who will need to commute to the Bay Area during regular commute hours, you are not going to like it at all. The traffic can be really bad, so make sure you have a podcast list ready or an audiobook close. But the best thing you can do, though, is to see if you can minimize the number of days you need to commute to work to 2 or 3 days a week, which will be much more manageable. Now, there's also an Ace Rail train that'll take you into San Jose or into Pleasanton, where you could then jump on a BART and ride in the rest of the way. For more details on commuting options, you can scan this QR code for more information about the River Islands community. This, as well as lots of other great information about the community, can be found in my River Islands Buyer's Guide. The next thing you're not gonna like, the congestion getting into River Islands. Due to the popularity of this community, there's lots of people moving there, and this has spawned a lot of businesses coming in right off of the I-5 exit that goes into River Islands. This is making it more difficult to get into the community since people are now trying to get to Target, Sprouts, and many of the other amenities that have been and are being built right outside of the community. There's only one lane that travels under the overpass that's supposed to support all of those people trying to get through underneath the freeway. So you're stuck driving underneath that overpass in one lane from everybody coming in from Lathrop into River Islands and everybody else traveling off of the freeway to get into River Islands, those going into Target trying to get into the River Islands area. It is becoming a mess. I would suggest patience, but once you've made your way through the overpass, the drive into the community is pretty simple with minimal traffic. It's primarily that exit that could have used some better planning. Now, let me give you the two bonus benefits of this community that I absolutely love. Number one, the police station is literally inside the community. The moment you enter the community, look to your left, and there's a police station. If safety is important to you, this may be one of your favorite features about the community because they watch over this community like a hawk and don't play games when it comes to the safety there. Your next benefit of River Islands, they're building a shopping area with grocery stores and retail stores and restaurants, commercial areas right there at the entrance of the community. So you won't even need to leave the community in the future if you don't want to. Now, River Islands feels like the future of master plan communities, but it's not perfect. And now you know both sides. If you're serious about moving here, subscribe and connect with me directly so I can help you find that house that is right for you in the River Islands community. Got questions or comments? Reach out. I'm here to help.